Hey guys, it's Lisa. This is going to be hopefully a quick egg donor update. I had an appointment on the phone with my nurse this morning for a while, so she went over my whole agenda, I guess you could say, for this next couple weeks, and I got my meds today. So what we are looking at is, and this is funny because they sent it and it's like in a list form, so I went online and I put it into a calendar so that I could see better what I need to do and when I need to do it. So basically, Monday I start my Lupron. I'm starting 10 units of Lupron on Monday. And this is TMI for any gentlemen that are watching, but I've been spotting for like probably almost 2 weeks now. At first it was just, TMI guys, dark brown, like stringy stuff. And it's just been getting a more and more and more. It's still spotting, it's just a little more. It's not a cycle. So I told my nurse about that, and she said that's pretty normal when you're on an extended birth control protocol. And so, okay, it's just a little annoying because I'm like a leaky faucet over here. So that's going on. Sorry. So Monday I start Lupron. Next Thursday I take my last birth control pill, and then she said 2 to 7 days after that I should expect a cycle to start. She said it might not be as normal as my normal Mr. Anderson's, but some sort of a cycle will start. I'm going to stay on the 10 units of Lupron until June 25th, which is my first baseline ultrasound appointment, and then I'm going to drop down to 5 units of Lupron and start my Vivel patches, the estrogen patches, and the next day I leave the patch on, and the next day I take the patch off and put a new patch on. And the next day I leave the patch on, and the next day I take the patch off and I put 2 patches on. And the next day I leave the 2 patches on, and the next day I put 2 more patches on. And then I keep going in like this for 2 weeks. And I'm going to eventually have 4 patches on. Makes me a little nervous. Never had 4 patches before. I talked to Beth and she said she was on 4 patches, so I understand that it's part of the protocol. I'm just a little nervous about the 4 patches. I am also going to be on a baby aspirin during the whole time because she said sometimes with estrogen you're prone to blood clots. I'm not prone to blood clots. I guess it's just a precaution. So we're going to be on the patches. And then on July 9th I have my intralipid appointment. So I need to arrive at 7 a.m. downtown. So that's going to be a joy to drive down there in morning traffic. But intralipid appointment, she said plan on spending about 3 hours there, and that's pretty much it. And then after that intralipid appointment, the 3 following weeks after that, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th, I'm going to go for blood work because they want to monitor my natural killer cells to make sure that they're not elevating. And she said actually if they start dropping below what I normally am, that they might not have to do the intralipid. So we will monitor that, and I'm really happy that they're going to monitor that. And that is pretty much my protocol until the egg retrieval. And then once the egg retrieval comes, I am going to be on, this is a lot of progesterone, kids. I'm going to be on Prometrium and progesterone and oil. So I'm going to have the tablets and get stuck with the injection, which I don't mind. Bill does a good job with that. So I'm going to be doing that. And then I'm also going to be taking Medrol. It's a mouth tablet. What is that exactly? What is Medrol? I need to look that up. And then I'll be on the Z-Pack. And then they're estimating the egg retrieval will be somewhere between July 11th and July 14th. She said it's probably going to be closer to the 14th. But they won't know that until like closer to that day. And then my transfer will be 3 to 5 days after the retrieval. So that is what we have right now. That is it was a lot of information she went over with me this morning. I hung up and I started crying just because I'm so overwhelmed. I've been really stressed out the past couple days. I really don't need any stress. Please, no more stress. But this is the name of the game. This is stressful. It's funny because the nurse is like, you really need to keep your stress levels low and keep your body calm and positive. How is that supposed to happen? This was the week that we had to pay everybody. We had to pay the supplemental insurance. We had to pay for the meds. We had to make our payment. We had to pay the lawyers. We had to pay everybody. So it was a very stressful week. I think I'm going to do a separate cost breakdown video once I'm ready. I'm kind of making a list, generating a list, making sure I have every little thing But once I have that, I'm going to do a cost breakdown video because I think it's pretty important to think about all the little things in between that you're spending money on. So, so this was pretty much what I talked to her about this morning. And that is my calendar. I'm just really stressed out. And when I'm stressed out, I have like an upset stomach and it does something with my colon. My colon's name is Chelsea, in case you guys wanted to know. And as long as I keep her happy, we're all good. But Chelsea ain't happy the past few days, man. She is stressed out, man. And it's rough. So I start my Lupron on Monday. I don't know. Let me know in the bar below if you guys want to see me do a Lupron injection. I did it with my first IVF on camera. I don't know if that's something you'd want to see again. If I don't get too many replies, I'm not going to do it. But Lupron, and then estrogen, and then a baby aspirin, and then basically stopping my birth control, and then I don't have to take anything else until the retrieval. So that is where we're at for my round of meds. So I actually made these calendars today while I was at work. Yeah, I'm pretty productive, right? But I just kind of put on here, I need to see something on paper like this. Like I need to see what I need to do each day. I can't just have it in a list. So I made it out. So this is like my drug calendar, and then this is like my work calendar, because once Kelly's here, my work schedule is going to be all goofy, and that's a little stressful too. So yeah, so this is like my Bible. These 2 pages are like my Bible. Bill has to go and give a specimen before all of this takes place, because they want to have one frozen in case something happens the morning of. I asked, does he really need to do that? And they told me that it's good to do it because sometimes they will compare that specimen to the morning of specimen to see which one is better, and they'll use the better one. So I told Bill, I'm like, I really would like you to do it just for that fact. He's going to do that pretty soon and go take care of that. I just think it's kind of cool that they compare them. The only thing that stinks is that our nurses are going to be changing again once we get to my baseline and ultrasound appointment, which will be in like a week and a half. I'm going to have all the new nurses, so I don't know who they are, but I really liked my nurse right now. What else is going on? I haven't really done too much. I've been putting up some unboxings and things this week over there if you want to check that out. Kelly did she did a video on things she wasn't expecting, and I just have to say really quick, I mean, I know this is YouTube, and I know that you're going to have your trolls, and you're going to have the people that don't agree with you, and you know, they have their opinions. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm all about that. However, I feel like she did the video, and she did the video about things she wasn't expecting about being an egg donor. And before she did the video, we talked, and she told me about it, and she was like, you know, I don't want you to feel bad about this, and here's what it's going to be. I'm good. It was all good. We are documenting this to help people. So she was telling her side of it and what exactly is going to happen and what she's feeling and what she's going through. And she is the most open and honest person that I have genuinely ever met in my life. Like what you see on YouTube, she's an open book, and she's the most kind-hearted person I've ever met. So for anybody to give her a thumbs down on that video, I think it's pretty lame. It just really annoyed me. Because here she is telling you how she feels about the donor cycle. That's what we're doing. We're documenting this to help people. And she has like, I don't know, there was over 10 thumbs down. And I know people are going to thumbs down, but I just feel like I wish that YouTube didn't have that, because it's just stupid. It's kind of shitty, because she's just telling how she feels, and she's saying how you know, what she didn't expect during the cycle. And it's like, I don't know, the thumbs down feature is just kind of bullshit, and it just makes me mad, because she was pouring her heart out and you know, saying how she was feeling, and that means a lot to me. And for that video to get thumbs down just really, really pissed me off. But whatever, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. It just really kind of hurt my feelings, because we're documenting the journey, and that's part of the journey. It's not all rainbows and sunshine, you know. It's like, and that's what we're saying. Like I am completely stressed out to the max this week. I don't need anything else on my plate. Nothing. I'm even canceling hair appointments here and there, because I'm so stressed out that when I hung up the phone this morning, I was just in tears. I'm almost in tears right now just because there's so much on my plate right now. And I cannot, you know, I think a lot of it is monetary because Bill took out the one loan. And then just this past week, we found out about a whole new slew of expenses that we're going to have. So this is really, we are using all of our money. We are using everything. We're not even using our money because he took out a loan. And this week he actually took out a second loan for incidentals that were coming across that we didn't originally know about, that I will explain all about in my cost video. But the money part is really stressing us out because basically, if this cycle is a bust, we've already spoken about it, and we probably will have to sell our house if we want to move forward, if we want to continue moving forward now with this and, you know, try and get our baby, you know, we're going to have to sell this house. And I'm good with that. You know, this house is beautiful. We built this house, but if you don't have kids to put in the house, then what's the use of it? And this house is probably a little big for us anyway. I mean, I'm sure we can find a smaller house and you'd still raise a family in it, and I have no issues with that. This was just like the dream house. You know, we bought it right before we got married and we built it from the ground up, and everything is customized in it to exactly what I want, and whatever, you know, shit just doesn't work out the way you want it to sometimes. And if we want, you know, if this doesn't follow through this cycle and we want to keep pushing forward and we want to get on a waiting list for a surrogate, then we're going to have to sell it. And that's just something that makes me sad, but it is what it is. You know, having a family is more important. So that is something we will have to do. And that is a choice that we have made. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The money part of it is draining me emotionally because it's just very nerve-wracking. Because we don't have any more. Like, I'm pretty much working at my job to, you know, we're throwing it all in a pot. It's just been getting thrown in a pot so that it could pay for some of these bills. So now a lot of the bills were due this week, and a lot more of the bills are going to be due coming up, and hopefully we don't get any more surprises. But it's just a joke. The whole insurance and medical field and the way that they want to charge you for these certain things and how insurance will pay for this, but it won't pay for that. Like, it's just a bunch of bullshit. But this is life, right? So that is all I have. I will link Kelly's video, things she wasn't expecting, down below. It was a really good video. She really told how she's feeling, and it's for people who are going to be going through this process. It's just the egg donor's perspective of how she's feeling about everything. Me, my perspective, the recipient, I'm scared, I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm stressed. I'm so stressed. I can't even like say it enough. And yeah, it's just nerve-wracking, you know. I'm going to have Kelly and her family here for a while. And I'm hoping that they're all comfortable enough here and that you know, everybody's happy. I mean, it's going to be very nerve-wracking for me to make sure that everybody is happy, because that's just how I am. So I'm hoping everything's going to be okay. And yeah, I don't know. There's just so much to think about. There's so much to think about. And it's very overwhelming for me. And that's my problem right now. So, I don't know. I'm excited, and we're gonna go hang out with Beth this weekend. And I'll get to see Beth and Rubber Belly. We're gonna go see Maleficent. I feel good about this cycle. I feel like everything has kind of been falling into place from day one. So hopefully it continues on that track. The nurse did say to me today though that the only thing that could screw this up, on my part, would be once I start the Lupron. She said sometimes your ovaries, did she say sometimes your ovaries grow or sometimes your ovaries produce and it's not supposed to? So I don't know. Hopefully my ovaries don't do whatever it is that they're going to do. So hopefully nothing goes wrong and we could do this and everything is fine. And I hope to God that Kelly feels good during this whole thing. You know, I'm not in the best mood. I'm just stressed. Work is busy. I've been pretty much doing doubles. I work all day and I come home and I work all night, and I'm usually doing hair until about 7:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. The other night, one night it was like 10:30. Like, I'm just tired. I want to thank everybody who sent me things in the mail. Oh my gosh. I got a box from Christina's Fertile Frugalista today. We did a beauty box swap, and underneath all of it was all this IVF survival kit, and her card made me cry, and it was just such a nice gift. Just a bunch of stuff. I got a phone case from Kyle Lara with flamingos on it. I got a keychain and gift from Helena. I got a baby dust necklace from Julie. Just you guys are just so nice, really. I have a package from Tinka full of candy that I still have to open, but I want to be in a good mood when I open it. So Tinka, it's coming, I promise. And it made my day to see your package come in the mail, really, because I had a real crappy day yesterday. So thank you so much, guys, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks.